All right, let's dive into a story that, well, it defies any easy answers. It's a mystery that comes from the very halls of power, a story about a warning from a place you would never, ever expect. So I want you to just think about this for a second. What if a building, a place just soaked in history and secrets, could actually send a message, a warning?
Our story kicks off right in the heart of Washington, D.C. We're inside the U.S. Congress chamber, long after everyone is packed up and gone home for the night.
Just picture it, right? Night has fallen. That grand chamber, which is usually buzzing with debates and arguments, is now completely empty. You could hear a pin drop. It's utterly silent.
And then something weird happens. The lights, they flicker once, then twice, and then the whole chamber is just plunged into absolute darkness.
In that dead silence, a new sound starts to creep in. It's this low, metallic hum that seems to vibrate right up through the floor. It feels like it's coming from everywhere and nowhere all at once, just filling that empty space.
And then, cutting right through that hum, another sound. A single, sharp, unmistakable clack. It's the sound of old typewriter keys striking out in the darkness.
When the typing finally stops, a single sheet of paper is left behind, and on it, this chilling cryptic message in big, bold letters: "Something watches when we vote." The strangest part? The chamber was completely empty. Nobody was in there. So, who typed it?
But, the mystery doesn't just end there in the dark. When the sun comes up, staff and members of Congress start arriving, and they discover the bizarre aftermath of whatever happened that night.
And this is where the story gets really, really bizarre. That old-fashioned typewriter that mysteriously typed out the message, it's just gone, completely vanished. And in the exact spot where it sat, there's now a small puddle of what looks like ink. But this ink, it reflects nothing, just endless darkness.
So, naturally, an investigation gets launched, but it hits a dead end almost immediately. No one has any memory of the event happening. Security cameras, they recorded absolutely nothing. All they have are these whispers spreading through the halls, whispers of shadows moving against the lights, and a faint ticking sound that couldn't be traced to any clock.
With no physical evidence, besides that impossible puddle, investigators had to turn to the only other source: people. But questioning those who were in the building that night, well, that only made the mystery deeper.
Weeks go by, and when members of Congress are asked again what happened that night, stories begin to surface. But what did they actually remember?
The accounts are just fragmented, surreal, and they're completely contradictory. Some people claim they saw a cloaked figure that just vanished into the floor. Others swore they saw their own reflection staring back at them but with the wrong face. The only common thread was this sense of shadows moving where they shouldn't be.
And that brings us to today. The whispers have pretty much faded, but that one piece of impossible evidence remains, right there on the chamber floor. The chamber is once again silent. A place of order and procedure. The strangeness of that night almost seems like a distant, half-remembered dream.
And yet, the heart of the mystery is still there. After all this time, that small puddle of dark ink, it hasn't dried, it hasn't evaporated or been absorbed. It just sits there, waiting.
So what are we supposed to make of this? What is it? A ghost haunting the halls of power? Some secret experiment gone wrong? Or is it something else entirely? Something that's still watching from the shadows? The only thing we know for sure is that the warning was left. What it means is still a mystery.